Okay, Dutch wrestling. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, like a million. Dutch wrestling. In what specific way?
You guys have been wrestling now for 9 years. You've
Yeah.
been all over Europe. You've even been to the States.
Right.
Where does Holland stand in wrestling?
Well, not high, but you know, it's going better. I mean, obviously, a lot of promotions are doing well. You know, the crowds are getting bigger, and you know, bigger names coming in. Wrestling-wise, everything's getting better. People getting better trained and everything, and you know, it's good to see Holland's, you know, blooming. But like, I say that not in a negative sense. You know, a lot of people think I'm negative about Dutch wrestling. I'm not at all. I love wrestling in Holland. I do. But you know, it's difficult to wrestle, to do this in this country when you're used to like all the other countries, right? Holland doesn't have its own wrestling culture. Mm-hmm. We're making that right now. What we're doing is our legacy right now. And if you go to countries like Germany, France, or England, you know, they had their own wrestling history. So you know, people are more used to it, and they've come to accept it more than people in Holland. You know, people in Holland are very sober-minded people, so it's difficult for promotions and promoters to, you know, get bigger crowds. So for us, it's very good to see that, you know, the crowds are getting bigger, and like I said again, like more names coming in, people showing interest in Dutch wrestling, and you know, I think in a few years, if people make the right choices, and there's the people on top are the people that should be on top, you know, and think about what's going on in Dutch wrestling scene. I think it can improve, but it's difficult. You know, promoting in any country is difficult, especially in these days, because everything's so out there. Everything in wrestling is so out there. So when it comes to Dutch wrestling, it's a difficult and a very, very long road, but like I said, I mean, it shows, like even like last year, you know, some promotions did really well, and I can't deny that, and I won't deny that, you know, so it's getting better, which is a really, really good thing, because like I said, well, personally,
quality
yeah,
of shows have like greatly increased over the past years, and
they are, yeah.
And if you just compare that to like 9 years ago when we started and to right now, quality is so much higher of like Dutch wrestling shows. Crowds are more into it. You know, we're like Tommy said, we're creating the legacy here now, and I think it's very important that we keep doing that and keep at it. And you know,
yeah. We've got 4 or 5 promoters in Holland right now,
right?
And we're a particularly small country.
We do
4
or 5. Oh, cool. Yeah,
4, right?
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
And we're a particularly small country. Do you feel that 4 is maybe too much, and we would need to cut it down to like 2, maybe?
But it's all individual. So I don't think you can
question,
really. I don't think you can really cut something down. You can maybe get the promoters together and see if they want to work together. You know.
If everyone you could just like, you know, think in a sense of business and not in a sense of like personal opinions.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would make the difference.
Absolutely.
Because wrestling is a business,
Yeah.
and if people don't approach it like a business, you're not going to get there.
And you feel people make too many decisions based on their own emotions right now?
I think yes. I personally, I think, I mean, again, I have nothing against no one in Dutch wrestling at all. Again, I think it's going a lot better. But I do feel that if everyone would just stick their heads together and went like, you know, let's do this. And I know some promotions are already trying to do that and are doing that. Everybody should just put their difference aside and just, you know, focus on the one thing that we all want, and that's just promoting wrestling.
Yeah, in the end, it's like the product of wrestling in Holland is what everyone's promoting, but. Like if everybody approaches it individually, you're not going to build that sort of building high enough, you know. It all comes in sort of small blocks, and everybody gets their own fan base now. and
which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's a good thing. Again, I've said it twice now. Some promotion are doing very well, but I think we can do even better. That's all I'm saying. Right. If everyone would just, okay, let's just get together. This is what we can do. I have these resources. I have these arenas. Let's combine the two. Let's fucking do it. But like, I don't see that happening. That's the one thing. And I mean, I'd be willing to do whatever needs to be done. I mean, I'm just a wrestler. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying this is the way it should be, but it hasn't been tried. So why not? Yeah. Why not give it a go?
Too many people having personal vendettas between each other.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No.
I think it's basically everybody has their own view of what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Not everyone wants to build the legacy of Dutch wrestling, I think.
Well, I don't think it's about the legacy. I think not everybody, everyone has a different vision on how things should be. And to me personally, I feel that if a formula you're using is not good enough and it's not giving you the results you want, just like anything, you would switch it up.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I think it can work. I really do. But like I said, people just need to, get their guard down, come together, and talk what we're gonna do, and just,
make it happen.
That's
think business wise. All right.